Alright, I think we're live. Mike's going. Everything seems good. Cool. Alright, so today we're playing some more Legacy because it is Monday, but it's also Labor Day if you're in the United States, so I've had the day off of work. So we're doing an afternoon stream rather than my usual time at night, just so I have more time at other points in the day to do stuff. Might as well. I want to make a couple changes to the list. I know Phil did well. He top 64'd GB Richmond. I kind of liked some of the ideas he had going on his list. Not all of them, but some. One of them was Chalice of the Void, which I kind of like conceptually. Oh, Chalice of the Void is an actual card. He plays 2 Chalice in the sideboard instead of Ethersworn Canonist, which I kind of like. And I'm tempted to just put in 2 and then like shave Canonist down to 1, considering like cut Canonist, cut Priest for 2 Chalices. Just play Ethersworn as a 1 of. Maybe Ethersworn as a 0 of is correct, but I run into a bunch of too much Storm online. But having the 1 Ethersworn as a tutor target while still having access to Chalice Void might be interesting. I'm not sure what decks I'm supposed to actually boarding it in against. Do I board it in as Miracles? Maybe, probably. It also seems good in the Death Shadow matchup if you can land it before they slam their big Death Shadows and stuff. They still have Anglers and Lilianas you have to deal with, but it turns off a bunch of their stuff. What's up, Caleb? Other than that, I kind of liked everything else that was going on. Might want to try and fit in a third Crusader, at least online, because Grixis is just everywhere. And Chalice is not a good sideboard card for the Grixis matchup. Might want like a third Crusader, but I think we're going to try that. As much as I'm sad cutting that Canadian Priest. It's just like not very good right now. I should wear foundation to make a. I don't care. Why would I do that? Other than that, am I changing anything else? I don't think so. I could maybe swap the Avenger to a third Crusader. Then we're so gloated on 3s. We have, what, 11 twos? What was Phil doing? 4 Thalia, 2 Revoker, 4 Stoneforge. Wow, he's just like on 10 twos. Maybe that is right. Like, Avengers... Is Avenger better than Crusader right now? Probably not. Having going back into 3 Crusaders helps to leverage the Grixis matchup some more. Try that. I don't hate that. I'm sad that I wouldn't be able to register a promo Avenger, but... And at that point, it's like Walking Ballista the better than Star Avenger. I could cut that. He's still playing Walking Ballista on the board, right? He is. Alright, we'll try cutting the Avenger as well. Do something like this. 3 Crusaders. Chalices on the board. Well, we'll see how I feel about that. We'll run it through some number of leagues. I like the concept of playing Chalice of the Void when the combo decks are a lot lower to the ground. Like, Tess is going faster, and is even sideboarding into like a Tess-like strategy of boarding in like 3 Chromoxes and stuff. So being able to have interaction with the Storm decks on turn 1 is important. Being able to just like play Chalice on 0 if you don't have any other hate. Other than that, it also is still good against Elves. You can put Chalice on 1 in that matchup, and it definitely does work. I feel like it's good against Miracles, but I don't know what else it would be good against. Death Shadow. Definitely want to like pick some brains on what the good matchups for Chalice of Void is, but I guess we'll kind of play by ear a little bit. Let me update my Stream Decker here. So we cut the Avenger, playing 3 Crusaders, and then we added 2 Chalice of the Void, cut the Containment Priest, and shave to 1 Ethersworn. Of course, immediately after I do make all these decisions, we're going to queue into a bunch of things where my old deck list configuration would be way better, but that's always the nature of the beast. Whenever you make a sideboard decision, you just always play like the counterintuitive option. It's like, oh, when I shaved to settle the wreckage out of my modern deck, it was like immediately queue into modern allies. Wow, I really wish I had a sweeper here. But that's life. That's how it goes. We'll try something like that. Anyone getting tired of Grixis control? My deck is just as frustrating as check pile. It's a little less frustrating. Like, not playing against turn 1 Death Right is so nice. Sometimes you can just very easily edge out wins with mana denial if you just have Wasteland Port, Thalia, Second Port, stuff like that. I've definitely won a lot of games against Grixis that would have been stone unwinnable if they had played a turn 1 Death Right Shaman. Thanks for the 2 bits, Army. So what? Let me pull up the deck list again so I can just look at it. Well, I'm trying to think of what the problematic matchups are, besides Grixis, obviously, which don't know what would be the plan there. Maybe it's worth it to play Cataclysm over Gideon, just because Cataclysm is probably way harder for them to beat than Gideon is. Just hedge the shadow matchup in some other way. So you get going with that quote bot. Was Phil playing a Cataclysm? I think he was playing a 1-1 split, if I recall. Oh no, I was wrong. He's playing 2 Gideon, 0 Cataclysm. Maybe going back to Cataclysm, just as a hedge against Grixis, is more important than having the versatility of Gideon being decent in the shadow matchup as well. Especially if we're playing like 3 Crusader, 2 Chalice of the Void is Shadow as scary at that stage. Guess we'll kind of find out in this respect. Oh, we actually cut the Sword of War and piece from the sideboard. I didn't notice that. Actually, thinking I'll play Cataclysm in St. Louis. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Maybe they'll try that next or something. Cut the Gideons, play Cataclysms instead. The struggles of testing online, just like in leagues and stuff, is that I want to just like beat my face into certain matchups and test how bad or good those are, which is a lot harder to do online than offline. Like, I want to test against Grixis and I want to test against Shadow, but I can't just smash my face into those decks repeatedly. Oh man. Thought this hand had a white source and it was pretty good, but nope. Alright. Especially if they're on Miracles, I'm going to keep on the 6 with a Scry and a Brightling. Think I'm supposed to keep this hand. And hopefully they don't force pull my Aether Vial. Or else we die in a horrible fire, but them's the breaks. Think I'm going to keep this hand. This hand's a good 5, right? Like, I would keep this 5. I would keep, like, a bad Bone Mulligan 6 also. Makes it less likely to be able to counter this Aether Vial. I really want to keep that, but we really also want to find lands. A for the Brightling, and B in case... I guess A is in case this file doesn't resolve, and B, we need to find white sources for this Brightling. Alright, step 1. Maybe they'll play it in non-basic. That'd be nice. Just Underground Sea Pond or Tundra Pond or whatever. Boo. Oh, sweet. Hopefully they don't have, like, the main deck EE right here. Or we get absolutely demolished. Would really like a white source, but... we're just going to Thalia on their upkeep. Main board Maelstrom Pulse. Oh god, playing against that, like, bug deck again. Just get demolished. We really want a white source. Really bad. Hopefully they don't slam Mentor here. Or hopefully they do, and then we draw a white source. Nope. Alright, well, we're doing something, that's for sure. I saw on the Discord how people got my terminal label. Yeah, that deck was a pile for sure. That deck was a dumpster fire. Dumpster fire that murders D&T and also just had Dread of Knights too. I'm just like, I don't think my D&T matchup's good enough. Let's just play some Dread of Knights in this super value-oriented bug control deck. Grab Sword of Fire and Ice. Man, these Wastelands are sure good against my Miracles opponent. So happy we have all this mana disruption. I might tutor GT just so I can put it into freaking play. My opponent hasn't cast a spell yet, though, so that's pretty good. At least we got that going for us. Maybe they'll kill my Thalia so I can cast this sort of Fire and Ice or something. I honestly just don't think I'm going to put anything into play until until my opponent makes a move. Ooh, a wastelandable thing! Look at that! Oh, well, that's bad. Now I might just tutor up. Kill the Tundra right now. I guess I probably shouldn't have, because I could always do it on my turn, but my impulse control is low. Because now I can't, like, tutor and equip here. But I just don't think I still want to, because we just rather cast a Plow, honestly. Cool beans. Just never gonna find anything. My opponent's just gonna murder me with a Monastery Mentor. That's cool. Plow Thalia, untap, cantrip, whatever. Yeah, I think we are just dead. Can't even attack. Oh, no spell. Alright. We're going somewhere. Well, that's horrifying. I think we're just gonna put a bunch of stuff on the board. Opponent Terminus is this, sure. Get rid of their mentors at least. I'm gonna grab GT. If we draw another colorless source, we could cast it or something. Cool. Hey, at least we can attack now. What is in my opponent's hand that they just decided to cast second Mentor there? They just, like, really greedy. Decided, oh, they didn't answer the first one. They probably won't find a White Source to answer the second one. Sure, why not? Just attack with everything. Flicker Wisp something. Like Flicker Wisp, a Mentor, and attack, but then I assume they have spells to cast, and I just don't want to, like, walk into them. Accumulated knowledge, sure. They gotta chump block this Crusader, right? That'd be insane not to. Yeah. First strike damage. I'd rather just use my second Thalia here. Or let it die. Or save it using this Wisp. I think I'd rather save it using the Wisp. So this is fun. Nice game of Magic that's going on here. I would guess my opponent doesn't have a Swords to Plowshares. They would have fired it off by now. Just another accumulated knowledge? Yeah, sure. Trying to draw into, like, land plus plow or something. Yeah, sure. F6 now. That's their whole turn. Maybe this Flicker Wisp carries me, maybe not. Maybe we would draw a White Source before our turn 9. No, who knows? They might even attack me here. Probably not. Maybe. They might attack with, like, the Monk. Interesting. Offering Mentor plus Stoneforge to trade with... Or Stoneforge plus Wisp to trade with a Mentor? I don't think I want to take that trade just because they're at 7 life and this Flicker Wisp puts them to 4. Nice. The perfect draw. Add this to my pile of uncastable spells on the left part of my hand. I probably shouldn't attack with those. Just attack like that. White aggro matchups are sick. I don't know what the plan is anymore. The plan was, like, find a white source before literal turn 9, I suppose. We have 2 plows in our hand now that could have dealt with, or these equipment that could have dealt with mentors, like, years ago. Just chumping. Probably don't want to get blown up by, like, another wisp or something like that. And just, like, lose a bunch of tokens for no reason. Although they don't really care about the tokens that much, right? I imagine their hand is 7 cards that they have plenty more ways to trigger prowess. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty well. Just started the stream. Labor Day stream, indeed, all the time. And afternoon stream. Opponent's really tanking. Oh, are they gonna try? They're gonna kill this Crusader? No. Okay, sure. So now they're to the Wisp, which probably means they have an answer for it, but they're to the Wisp next turn. I mean, this is gonna deal them 5. Which means that Flicker Wisp is lethal, but we don't have that much else going on for us. They also probably can't kill us from 12. Even if they go like spell, I could still have 3 blockers. I guess if it's like Plow plus some other spells. I should auto-yield to these stupid Monastery Mentor triggers. Come on, short to put a baby to sleep. Always yield, always yield, always yield. There we go. And you could, like, Plow plus something else is lethal, I think. No, because I would gain a life, too, off the Plow. And double spell with 2 blockers, I would only take... No, I'd take 16, never mind. Because they have 4 non-summoning sick monks. Maybe that was their plan on, like, the single block there? Of stay alive and then chain 1-drop, Source of Plowshares lethal me? I know, I do have 4 blockers, actually, so no. If they Plow 1, I'd be at 13 and have 3 blockers, and then I would only take 12, yeah. I only need, like, 2 Plows to kill me. I wonder if I'm supposed to just, like, put in Brightling and Thalia and put them in front of monks here. I mean, I'm just gonna put in this Brightling, for sure. This Brightling is doing nothing with the rate of drawing white mana, and the things we'll need it for in the future. The old Trained Armadon, I think? The 3/3 for 3. Thinking about plowing something? Make their guys even bigger. Oh, yeah, so this is probably a lethal swing, assuming that I, like, if my only blockers were these Stone Forges. So that pause there meant, am I, like, still beating them if I plow? And it'd be, like, block, take... Spell would kill me, I think. So let's put in this Thalia, too. So what do these blocks look like? If I leave one guy back, I can try to lethal that. No, because I would need like 2 creatures back to kill through these monks, assuming they have a plow for this wisp, and that's the spell they're going to cast here. I'm going to trade with a monk. A monk's going to eat this. So maybe I block like this. Trade with a monk, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they have 2 spells, you're like Brainstorm, we die. But I think there's a very high likelihood they have a plow. I guess the plan is like played like they don't have a plow. That's the only way we win. But the way they blocked last turn made me really feel like they're just gonna like plow this Flicker Wisp and kill me. Yep. But I don't think we're winning if they do have a Sword Splashers here. Perfect timing. Got him. Better late than never. Nah! I think I would have just liked to have drawn it never, considering we are already dead. I would have enjoyed just never having that at this point. The blue square next to the plains, I've never seen white decks with those before. I think there are special plains altar cat mechs. It's weird. Yeah, alright. I've had enough of this game. I think if we had drawn a white source, maybe even last turn, but anywhere in those first 8 turns for sure, then we would have probably pretty easily won that. Be able to just like plow that Mentor the turn that they just played Mentor and did nothing. I guess Force of Will is a card that made sense in their hand like the whole game. I never cast anything after turn 2. Mostly because I couldn't, but... when you zoom out enough from the plains and see the land around it. Ah, that makes sense. Cut 1 plow. Cut Crusaders. Cut Revokers. And, like, a Mom. That seems about right. Seems pretty good. I feel like Chalice is correct in this matchup, right? I wonder if Rip starts to be right. If they're now playing Snapcasters and accumulated knowledges, I wonder when Rip starts to be correct. Yeah, I mean, the Planeswalkers are going to be kind of narrow in modern D&T, or narrow in some respects, but they help against the Blue-White X decks, the GBX decks, and Mardu, right? So, depending on how much you're trying to hedge against those, or how bad those matchups are in general, is kind of what you want them to do. Jump a Gideon with an Elspeth. That's pretty good. Teamwork. Maybe my block was supposed to look like... Don't die. How was I not dying to double spell there, though? Or single spell. They're attacking with 4, I need to block at least 1 token. So... No, because they would have still been able to double chump block. Also, they just make even more monks by attack. Yeah, I don't think that we were going to live there. No idea where the cat is. Couldn't even let me rest away for second main value. Wow, rude. I've definitely plus Gideon, attacked them, and then like Karagas did to pick it back up, replay it, and activate it for a 2/2. Single Brightling's interesting. Yeah, I shaved the second one for like to fit Gideon's, and now we're just kind of playing one Brightling. Online, I think it's right, because online I have not seen Miracles nearly as much anymore. Opponent is taking their sweet time sideboarding and also in the exchanges of game 1. I feel like 1 Brightling is like almost as worthless as 0 Brightlings, though, just because it's not you can't tutor for it, so it's just hard to find. But I mean, the same is true of like a single Avenger, right? Ugh. We got turn 2 Chalice for 1, and we have Stoneforge. And we'll keep it. It'll be a litmus test how good is Chalice will win this matchup. We also have Stoneforge to make this Batterskull less shitty. We also have a white source, correct? Hope RTR. Bring something to plug my heart from Stone. Plug the hole in my heart from Stoneforge. Oh, hopefully they just unban Stoneforge. That's also a pretty decent play. Alright, let's see. Force check on this Chalice Avoid here. Or they just like slam turn 3 Mentor and I draw Source of Plowshares and look like a fucking idiot for having this in my deck. Hey, we did it. We resolved a Stoneforge or a Source of Chalice Avoid. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. Yeah, Stoneforge is for sure locked up for a good while. Until at least they announce like another Master set coming down the pipeline. I'm tempted to grab Jite or sort of Fire and Ice just because I actually don't have an answer to a Mentor right now. But War and Peace is like the best. Although Pro Plow is less relevant right now as long as I have this Chalice in play. Maybe I will just grab Fire and Ice. Yeah, we're going to Fire and Ice. It might be wrong, but I am pretty scared of just Mentor with no answers to it. Or they're just going to like disenchant this Chalice. Make me look like an idiot. But then we have equipment at least, yep. Now we have equipment that are harder for them to disenchant. You like snap disenchant my stuff. If they don't kill this, we can actually just put in a Batterskull. Because we just have the secret Batterskull in hand. I'll probably just slam Gideon though if I draw another white source. Before they have Counterspell up, they have to force it. Did not shuffle. Oh, they're gonna plow this? Wow, rude. Hey, we did it. Time to Gideon the crap out of our opponent. It's definitely a good draw after they decided to plow my Stoneforge. Chalice, whatever, Sanctum Prelate to cast. It's mostly because you can play a Chalice on turn 1 or turn 2 or something like that. They did slam the Mentor. I think we're just supposed to play equip sort of Fire and Ice here now. Hard to get off the board, and it comes down faster are the main things. Being able to play it on turn 1 against like tests and stuff is very relevant. Please don't force this. Nice. On turn. Why did they brainstorm now? They're supposed to brainstorm. Oh, they just want to. No, they don't want to block it. Oh, they might chump it. That makes sense. Probably on 0. Yeah. I'm playing it on 0 against like tests and stuff. There's a chance I was supposed to like plus Gideon attack with that too instead of like zeroing it again, but we had a Knight back on defense. Instead of them getting on 5, so it's probably better than 0. Yeah, the Gideon attack just like deals them 5, whereas the Knight can protect Gideon from possibly dying this following turn after they chump block. This is where it would have been nice to have a Jite instead of a sort of Fire and Ice, but I wanted to hedge my bets against possible like non-Mentor things that they're doing, whereas Jite is really embarrassing if they don't slam Mentor. Not decided on Chalice deck. Yeah, same. This is why I decided to just try it out, see how it works. Council Judgment, that's rude. Imagine they'll vote for Gideon. They might vote for Sword. They might vote for Sword and then, like, plow my token and kill my Gideon. Nope, they're voting for Gideon. Cut it when the format was K Command City. I mean, the K format's kind of K Command City right now, too. All the Grixis running around. Guess I'm supposed to just attack with both, see what happens. I could actually Flicker Wisp this Monk. They have 3 cards in hand. They could cast another spell. I think I'd rather Flicker Wisp my Recruiter in the guard. Just force them to chump with the Monk again. Alternatively, I could Recruiter for Sanctum Prelate. Get Chalices for 40 each. The sad part is if I like these Chalices, I'm going to need to get Masterpiece Chalices. It's the worst realization. Still about like to be selling because it was so awful. Well, like the deck, because the Dozen Decks was not the best during Deathrite era, but now it's great. Could grab Ballista. Ballista for 3, kill his mentor. I'm gonna grab. No, I already have a Flicker Wisp. Could just grab another Flicker Wisp though. Could grab Prelate. Could just grab Ballista now and then Flicker Wisp it. I'm gonna grab Ballista right now. Then cast a Wisp on it and see what happens. Because if I like counter this Wisp, then I don't want to. Don't want to not have this Ballista in my hand. Now I think I'm going to recruit for another Recruiter, in case they, like, Wrath my board at this point. I don't want to be stuck with a Flicker Wisp in my hand. MBS Chalice looks like a shade weight. Eh. Not incorrect. Oh, they're flipping Terminus. At least we got the Mentor off the board. Just let you play against a Lure and Lancet. Not again. Never again. Any order, I don't care. I guess if they slam Jace, that's the worst case here. We could kill it if they don't plus it. We could just Ballista for 3, 6 mana, Hero's Downfall their Jace. Yeah, I guess that's the plan. Oh, they're plussing it. They knew. I mean, makes sense that they would know. So what's the plan here? Recruit something? Could just play like Ballista for 2, equip Sword. But then if they just plow it, we're up shit creek. Recruit Revoker. Now we boarded the Revokers out. Also, I'm not even sure if I would do that here. Considering the card we're trying to play around is Source of Plowshares. Because they've casted 1. They've casted 1. I'm going to recruit something, that's for sure. I might just recruit Flicker Wisp. Cast Flicker Wisp, pass. Go grab Bretling, if only. This just like makes 2 threats, neither of which my opponent wants to like Jace bounce. And then I can recruit the other Recruiter again, or I could recruit Sanctum Prelate. Prelate lets me feel safe. I can like play Prelate, then equip Sword to connect better. Prelate next turn cast, I want to equip. Yeah, the thing that I just said that you didn't hear me say yet. It's not a bad idea. I like it. So if they don't plow the Wisp, we can equip the Wisp and just kill the Jace outright. And then they Terminus me, and then we have Batterskull and Ballista to stay alive. If they do Plow the Wisp, then it's a little bit more annoying. How's this? Oh, just Supreme Verdict? It's kind of annoying, I guess. Oh, we're getting close to just Ballista killing this. Or I typed it, you said it, and my words came across. Twitch chat is quality. Yeah, exactly. So is it better to play Prelate on 1 and equip? Or Batter? I think Prelate on 1 and equip's better. This protects it from Jace Bounce. So now they need, like, Snap Supreme Verdict or something. Just gonna port them. Or they have the Terminus as well as the Supreme Verdict here, which is unfortunate. Now we just slam a giant Ballista and hope. Might be better to play Batterskull first. Batterskull plus equip. If we keep it, if we hit like 2 more lands, we might actually be able to take this Jace off the table with a 5/5 Ballista or some shit. Quick surgical determinants. Time to ask a dumb question. What is XJ Cloud? Well, this human, presumably. Maybe. Well, the origin of my Twitch moniker is literally that as a kid, my favorite game was Final Fantasy VII, specifically Cloud Strife. So I named like all my characters in video games. Whenever it was like, choose the name of your character, it was just always Cloud. And then I adapted that to a username of whenever I was making accounts for stuff, it was JCloud. And then that didn't work on Twitch, so I just put an X in front of it. Yeah, well, let's see if we can hit a Jace. Yeah. Plow. Cool. XX Cloud Demon Swords with it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess we're making X equal to 3 and then equipping sort of Fire and Ice to it. Please no counter. These are some solid other name suggestions. Wow, disenchant my Ballista, that's mean. Take this Jace down. So it doesn't ult me. This is getting out of hand. So now I think we're just going to put in the ground here. I need to pick up Batterskull, replay it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we draw another land, we could pick it up, replay it, and equip Sword to it, so it doesn't just get, like, Jace minused. But I also, like, that would... I don't know, that was, like, probably actually the worst possible draw. I don't want to spend my whole turn just letting them Jace minus this, so I think I'd rather pick it up and then do nothing else. Sure, nice Containment Priest. This end step brainstorm seems a little bit unnecessary. Opponent's got a lot of priests. I'm not gonna port here because I want to be able to pick up Batterskull, and I guess I could have like just picked it up right then and then ported, but I don't think the port matters a lot here. Attack for 4, get me. Later army. Have fun doing other things that humans do. Opponent doing a great D&T. Yeah, beating me up with like a bunch of like small white creatures. Opponent's on some weird D&T variant. Splashing blue for Jace the Mind Sculptor. Hey, that's a spell that we can actually put into play. Or not put into play, put on the stack. Maybe it'll resolve even. I'm gonna cast the Batterskull first. I think my opponent's holding up Force of Will. Sure, accumulated knowledge. Maybe double port first, huh? I guess that's fair too. Oh no, I only have one port. I can't double port anyway. Could have like ported, untapped, ported the other blue, if that was my line. But the last 2 cards. Oh, not Force plus blue card. We're still probably dead to double Containment Priest, but if we draw Flicker Wisp, we can actually kill one too. Opponent's probably just digging for Mentor or another Jace to put me in the ground. It's just Mentor, yeah. If we draw a Flicker Wisp, we can flicker the Mentor, kill it. Flicker Wisp, come on, one time, no dealer. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna port this island. So they can't counterspell it. They can still like force blue, pitch blue card, but oh, cast a cantrip here or something. Make some monks. Resolve, do it, go! Haha! We've killed the opponent's Mentor! I probably should have equipped something to Flicker Wisp, but whatever. I was too busy focusing on actually getting that off the table. Then just plow this Wisp now and gain 2 less life, but we'll see if that comes back to bite me. I assume this thing was not long for this world. Perfect timing, Chalice of the Void. So we can put Chalice of the Void on 3, prevent future Mentors. Too busy gloating, you needed that too. I was just excited, I got to kill a Mentor. We're still probably going to lose this game, but I'm just not going to cast this yet. I don't know what I want to put it on. Could just put it on 1 to prevent my opponent from cantripping, but that takes plows off the table. I still have 3 plows in my deck, which could help answer these Containment Priests. So I don't know if it's correct. My opponent's also cantripped a lot. 1, 2, 3 Ponders, a Preordain, and 2 Brainstorms already. So I don't know if playing this Chalice is worth it. Play Chalice on 4, maybe. Turn them off of future Jaces. That'd be cool. But yeah, I just don't think I'm putting this into play. Accumulated knowledge, sure. Accumulated knowledge. Oh, snap. No, that snap accumulated knowledge is not a combo. I guess it is. They just want to draw 1 card. Seems way worse than just casting a Brainstorm, but okay. Oh man, second mentor. Maybe we'll draw another Wisp. One makes mentors less. Yeah, because they can't like cantrip chain. Well, alright, well, I think we're gonna cast Mom and then put Chalice on one, which is really awkward because they could plow it. They could also counterspell. So I could port the white source to prevent them from plowing this Mom. I could port the blue source to prevent them from counterspelling it. I think I'd rather prevent them from counterspelling something, because they've been like pretty heavily representing that they have counterspell. Like floating the blue mana and everything. Yeah, I play on response. Yeah, they were just dead. Then we'll draw our Swords to Plowshares next turn. As Justice demands. Actually, we're just dead this turn, aren't we? 2, 4, 6, 79, 10. Yep. Alright. Cool. Miracles. Where's Miracles? Oh, there we go. It's the fourth time. It's pretty average. Played against Miracles a decent amount. Surprisingly in there at various points of the game. I think that that not having the sort of War and Peace or something kind of bit me in the ass a little bit towards the mid game there. Would have much rather had a War and Peace than a Fire. I guess maybe not, because there are several points where I could equip something with a Sword of Fire and Ice, predicated from Jace minuses. Whereas if I had a War and Peace, I go like Batter Skull, equip War and Peace, they're just like down tick Jace. It's debatable. So I'm not even sure that Bordigan Chalice is right against that deck, but it's gotta be. They have so many ones. I feel like Chalice is probably correct in that matchup. Ugh. Sand sucks. But we'll get into 6-2 at least. Sand sucks also, but I'm gonna stop here. Scry Vial to the top. I want spells, but I don't have a guarantee that this spell is good against my opponent, right? Sort of Sun and Sea, sort of what? Blue-white sword? Yeah. Blue-white sword would be gas. I don't know what it would do, but the protections would be super relevant. Play that Night and Day over War and Peace. I think I'm going to top this, honestly. We have a Stoneforge, so we might actually just be able to, like, have a Nuts Curve. If they're on a combo deck, I think we're just pretty boned. We just want to, like, Stoneforge War and Peace into Crusader into play Equip and hope that gets there. Oh, Dredge. None of my choices mattered. We're just already dead in game one. Or I'm supposed to just concede before my opponent knows what I'm on. Probably not. Could wasteland this Mana Confluence. My deck's streaming a dead taxation deck. Hey! We have a plan. My plan was, my opponent doesn't want to crack this LED, I guess. Maybe they don't have any Dredger's Man, maybe? They just got really unlucky on this Careful Study. Whatever the plan is, involves me making land drops now. And then revoking this. Aww. Opponent, come on. Then I was just gonna, like, looting twice. Yeah, now we're dead. I had one chance to just revoke LED next turn and win. I don't even want to know what's in their graveyard. They got a bridge. How many therapy? Oh, yeah, they hit another looting, too. Cool. Yeah, why not? Solid plan. Am I supposed to concede here? concede here. We're done with that game. They can, like, they have 3 bridges. They can just keep going off. I wonder if Chalice the Blade's good in this matchup. Like, just Chalice on 0? So let's make the good decisions first. Like paths, rips, surgicals, Ethersworn probably. Let's also figure out what sucks in this matchup, which is sort of Fire and Ice. Phyrexian Revoker. I don't have a Containment Priest anymore, so Recruiter of the Guard loses a lot of equity. It's just very slow. It doesn't recruit me a bullet anymore, because I cut the Containment Priest. Some number of Wisps, they just don't trade with anything. Chalice is probably decent on the play. Probably not good on the draw, but being able to turn off Roker is good against LED. Their LEDs are going to be cracked by turn 2, though. Like, if my opponent has not cracked their LEDs before I play a Revoker, it's probably irrelevant. Mom can block things really well. It blocks Icarids. It just, like, straight up eats them. It also can protect your guys from a Firestorm. Or protect, like, one of your guys from a Firestorm. Revoker does not block anything well and does not really get to name Putrid Imp or LED very well, because they usually take advantage of it by that time. I think I'm going to bring in these Chalices over Wisps. On the play, at least. I might board back in something. And Chalices probably aren't great, but again, Through and Flyer, also not great in this matchup. It's mostly about the Surgicals and the rest in pieces. Yeah. Oh man, we get to Violin, Walking Ballista, shatter their bridges on turn 1. LED, sure. Cephalogausium, sure. Man, I really hope we get to kill some bridges here. That would be amazing. Careful Study, crack LED. They have 2 lootings to cast afterwards. So the risky play here is Surgical the Stinkweed Imp. Or no, the risky play is Surgical the Looting, and let them, like, get this mill. Although, I guess I actually don't really know what the risky play is, but do I want to let them cast a Looting after this? I think I do. They don't have any other Dredgers. They have to hit a Dredger off the Careful Study to do anything, and then after that they only get to cast one of the Lootings anyway. So it's just like this Careful Study if they hit a Dredger off this. So I think I need a Surgical the Imp. Because, yeah, case 1 is that they dredge off the Imps, and then they can't cast a Looting. And then case 2 is that they, like, don't hit any Dredgers, and then they just, like, totally die. I think I'm going to Surgical this Imp. If they had, like, 2 LEDs, I'd probably Surgical the Lootings. Make sure I get the one at the yard. And out of their deck. Let's get a screenshot for the road. I'll look at that in this game and the next. Alright, let's hope they don't hit any Dredgers here on this. They're top 2 cards. I mean, they could also just flashback a Looting and dig 2 cards deeper for another Dredger to just start going, but it slows them down significantly. Oh, they hit a Thug. They hit 2 therapies. They can only use 1, and they don't have a bridge yet. And they hit a Grave Troll. I might just path this Narcomoebe so they can't therapy me. We'll see what they dredge first. If they find a bridge, I think I want to path their Narcomoeba so they can't, like, therapy make zombies before I can just cast this Ballista for 0. Alright, so they have one bridge and an Icarid. So we can break one bridge, kill this Narcomoeba. They can't do anything this turn. Because the next turn they could, like, Icarid start, like, therapying me with it. Although Thalia blocks this Icarid. Doesn't prevent them from therapying, though. I think I am just going to pat this. Also, because if I do end up playing this Thalia, my paths are going to be a lot worse if I don't find a land. Hey, we found a land. Which means now we can Ballista for 1 if we want. They actually can't get... Oh, they can get back this Icarid, but they need the Ashen Rider. I'll also just play Jite here. Don't really care if they therapy me now on one bridge. Although, they do get another dredge. We're just going to play Ballista and pass. Break the bridge if we need to, and then don't break the bridge if we don't. Also, if they bring this back, they have to exile their Ashen Rider to do it, and then we just can ping it off. Or eat it with the Thalia. Let's see what their draw is. Oh, they just drew a card. Deal. Trying to find a land to activate Cephalid. I think I actually want to play this GTA before I balance Thalia. They're going to dredge it. They don't want to hit more bridges, I think, is their concern, but their draw steps are also very bad. Oh, I let them cast a spell here. That was bad. I should have put in Thalia. Now they don't have any more mana, though, so... I guess I'm not fine with it. I definitely should have put in Thalia, though. Man, how sick would it be if I had a... whatever it was called. A Spirit of the Lab here. Let's see what they hit, though. I want them to hit... Yeah, more bridges. Give me all those bridges. And only one Narcomoeba. Perfect. Resolves. Oh, no, I want to equip this Jite here, because now all they have is a bunch of Icarids, which don't do anything, so... Jite just... Can also just not attack, right? That's probably fair too, actually. They just bring back Icarids, I just block one with Thalia, ping off the others with the Jite counters. Yeah, sure. Bring back all the Icarids you want, dude. They can Dread Return me, actually, which is... They'd have the mana for it, but what do they get back? A Grave Troll? An Ashen Rider? I have a path for an Ashen Rider. Maybe I should have attacked. Because of Bridge. Or not Bridge, Dread Return? Yeah. What am I concerned about them returning? Counters to imply. They only have one more bridge in their deck, but I think I wanted counters just to, like, stop this specifically. I totally forgot about bridge. Kill the Jite. Fucking deal. Just path this Ashen Rider, game over. They even have another... No, they don't even have another Dread Return, right? They have another in their deck? I don't even see. Where is it in their deck? Oh, yeah, they just have the one Dread return in their whole deck. We just pat this Ashen Rider and it's game over. That's when it dies, so... I think my opponent is just dead. They just run back their 60 for game 2. Oh no, they have 2 Lotus Petals, which probably aren't in their main deck. I'll show off the deck list once. They tried like Acrid me to death maybe, but probably not going to work. And play Stoneforge next turn. They even have enough black creatures to keep going? No, they don't. Yeah, they're super hosed. Yeah, activate the Cephalid Coliseum. Get me. Yeah, alright, cool, they're dead. Game 3. Alright, so let's take a look at what their plan is here. So they just have 3 breakthroughs, 4 careful studies, 4 lootings. It's like normal stuff. I think I chopped it off before one of the cards. Oh no, the careful study was on the stack here. Narcomoebas and Icarids are their like actual only threats. So Surgical Icarid is relevant. Sometimes they play Priced Amalgam in this deck, so good to know that. They only have the 1 Dread return. And they have 4 bridges, so Surgical seems very good. They can't blow me out with Street Wraith. Like when I punted against Dredge on Friday. Do the thing. We did the thing game 2, we're going to try to do the thing again game 3. If you just Surgical Icarids, and like, if you have 2 Surgicals, Surgical Icarid and Narcomoeba, they just lose, right? They can't do anything else with their whole deck. How did Miracles go? Oh no, we got railed. And by railed, I mean, we didn't actually get railed, but we did lose. Gimme. Why can't I drag this window? Window would... Alright, fine, go away. Oh, Chalices. Chalices get much worse on the draw, so I think we're just going to cut these for 2 Wisps, I guess. Maybe Recruiter? Recruiter for Walking Ballista is like 3-drop, kill all your opponent's bridges, at least. And you can, like, sometimes recruit other things that are relevant. It's probably more effective than Flicker Wisp. Debatably so. Alright, let's get started. Game 3. If we just have, like, Surgicals, I think my opponent's very hard-pressed to win. I want to be able to drag this... Why are you tied to the top of my screen? What happened to you? I just want to move this window to my other monitor. Is turn 2 recipes good enough? My opponent rolled a 6, so probably. We're just gonna keep. What up? Yeah, fuck. Yeah, Sniffing Tool's bodying me here. In the meantime, move. Why aren't you moving? Can I maximize it? Oh, is it just like broken? Is this like actually dead? I can't maximize it or anything. Yeah. Oh god, what have I done? I don't know what happened to this Sniffing Tool window, but it's just totally dead. Shit. Oh, now it's just behind my... You guys... Oh, I need to just pull chat up in front of it. There we go. Now you guys can't see it. Quality Windows programming for sure. I don't know what happened to that, but that Sniffing Tool totally just dropped dead. Opponents staring intently at their 6, wondering if they can get a better 5. Oh, Moles to 4, alright, we got it. Moles to 3, alright, there. Moles to 2, yeah, they're toast. We just turn 2 recipes, they lose the game. Cool. Yeah, they just concede they don't even want to play. Deal. Beat the Dredge Menace. Despite some misplays there in game 2. We lost game 1, won game 2, and won game 3. It's basically a bye, like Elves. I mean, Dredge is actually like not as hard to win as Elves is. You do have like the Surgicals, which can absolutely demolish Dredge. If we had a 0-drop, have a chance of like automatically winning the game against Elves, now that would be gas. Unfortunately, there's no like green Dread of Night, except it's a white card. Do you track non-games? Oh, just in terms of like a game that never happened like that one? I think so. With a deck like Dredge, I definitely would. Like, sometimes they will just mulligan and die. Doesn't Elves just shit on... Yeah, Elves shits on D&T. He's being facetious. The joke is that, like, I think he's 1-0 against Elves, and I'm 2-1 against Elves, so it's like, oh, Elves is a great matchup for D&T. I don't know what you're talking about. But in reality, it's not good at all, and we've just got substantially lucky in our small sample sizes. Yeah, you add that one to the list of things I'd kill for Army. I guess probably you shouldn't, because it's never, ever, ever going to be printed, whereas most of the other things I wish for are actually possibilities, but like a green Dread of Night in white, that card would be busted. But probably don't add to the list, because I think my list is mostly things that are like semi-feasible in the long term. Yeah, I do like, that's kind of why I like Chalice. It's like, oh, it's good in a lot of the same matchups Ethos One Candidates is good in. His hand is medium, but keepable. Opponents on a combo deck will be sad, but we got like Mom into Stoneforge. If they're on a fair deck and we have Mom into Stoneforge for Batterskull or something, and already have a sword in our hand, it's good. Might get Leylines and return to Ravnica. Maybe. New Leylines would be cool, but I think Leylines are probably bad design space, and they probably shouldn't print new Leylines. I get Leyline reprints. Or we'll get horrendously underpowered Leylines like Providence. Is that that card's name? It's just like, if it's in your life total becomes 26. If it's in your starting hand, your life total becomes 26 or something. That one from Shadows over Innistrad block, aka Leyline of Unplayability. Which one's Leyline of Singularity? Is that the one that like makes all of the creatures legendary? I'm scared. Hold me. Never mind. Alright, this probably shouldn't be that bad. Oh man, double 1-drops. Prophet's absolutely gorgeous artwork and flavor. Yeah, it is. It does look really good. Looks exceptionally good. All creatures are legendary. Yeah, sick Caracas combo. Hopefully they don't like turn to something powerful and they just have to blow up their city for something worthless like a Blood Moon. They could still be on like Steel Stompy or Eldrazi, but as long as they don't like Thought Knot me or play a Karn or something, we're probably okay. All non-land permanents. Wait a minute, doesn't that blow up a bunch of basic lands too? Yeah. It does not. You even had the turn 1 Vial lined up to top deck on the draw, like D&T players always do. If Providence was 2 white, what would it be good in? I mean, I guess it's like the sick combos with Caracas, but is that worth playing in something? Oh, if that's all they're doing. Deal. We can beat a 2-2 endless one. Maybe they have like a non-soul land and they want to like play a Smasher, or like they want to play a Thought Knot before They don't do anything. Oh, geez. Yeah. This is pretty good. The line of Singularity versus KCI, that's pretty hot. They'd probably beat it, though, right? They don't need multiples of permanents in play, right? Like one trawler, one case card clan is enough, and they can just cycle through with only one permanent in play at a time. Or am I missing a key interval of the combo that... Because, like, the infinite combo is just with... Oh, no, do they need... No, they just need... Oh, no, the infinite combo is with 2 scrap trawlers, right? Or something? Is it 2 scrap trawlers and you sack 1 trawler? No, it's just with 1, I think. You just sack both of... I forget. I don't know. KCI combo is confusing. I'm probably just going to wasteland them next turn. I probably should have wastelanded them this past turn. That was probably a little bit dumb, but when they didn't play a land this turn, I don't think they can do that many things that are threatening. If they slam a Thought Knot, though, then I'm going to really regret not wastelanding them. But I'm definitely just going to wasteland them, put in Batter Skull, and then the game should probably be over. I probably just want Leyline of the Void more against KCI, right? Oh no! Did they found the Soul Land and then we're gonna get Thought Knotted? Oh, Smasher, sure, we can beat that. I'm just gonna play this Batter Skull and then win the game. Humans and Elves and Spirits. Yeah, it's an interesting card for sure. The design space of Ley Lines is probably not good for the long term, though. In terms of like getting, if we got new ones, they would definitely have to be like Providence power level. Attack with both. I definitely don't have Batter Skull in hand. If they attack with the Smasher, they're still dead. Like, we just put in Batter Skull, we attack it as Vigilance, so we just start putting in GTA and Sword and stuff. We also probably just gonna wasteland this Caracas. Maybe not, because they need 4 mana to do anything scary. Ah, yes. Maybe they have Dismember, that's why they're attacking like this. If they have Dismember, we actually kind of get bodied. We might not be able to beat a Dismember. Oh no, they do. That's not good. Let's try Flicker Wisp. Ugh. Fuck. Now we might just be dead. We can't even... We drew 3 1-drops into this Chalice. Didn't see that. I mean, I said if they have Dismember, we're dead. Oh, yeah. That's the sarcasm. So we're forced to block here to not die. These moms are literally uncastable. Do we have an out? It's still Flicker Wisp, right? If we draw Flicker Wisp, we can still survive, so... Because we could block Endless One, next turn cast Flicker Wisp on Batter Skull. We're at 1 life, we'd have to double block here or something like that. Actually, no, we could actually single block here, or block there, or something like that. But yeah, Flicker Wisp I think is our only out. So wastelanding this isn't super relevant, because I think I just want more mana. Yeah, we just have like 4 outs, I think. Wasted anyway for 2nd December. Oh ho ho! Play to your outs. So their best attack is just with Smasher, I think. Because that forces me to double block and lose all my stuff. If they attack with both, I can actually block Germ on Endless One and Flicker Response Smasher, and then I could do equip GT on Batterskull and win the game. If they attack with just the Smasher, then I have, like, 3 turns to find something to cast to beat this Endless One. Come on, attack with both. Give it to me. Yes! This tramples for 4, and I gain 4, so this should work. Like, Spyglass GTA would be kind of annoying. Don't know. What are they thinking about here? Considering casting another Chalice on one? Their own GTA. That's interesting. Perfect draw, you know. No, they don't have Walking Ballista. Yeah. I mean, not that we can really play around Walking Ballista at this point, right? The perfect draw. I think my GTA beats his, right? If he attacks, both triggers go in the stack, active players, then non-active players, so I'll get more GTA counters to save my Germ from dying, and then be able to kill his Smasher before his GTA counters resolve. Or just, like, make his Smasher a 4-4. Or make my thing a 6-6, all that nonsense. Deal. They realizing the error of their ways. Are they realizing that they're now dead? So who do I have to contact to petition that GT counters moved to the other side of the card on Moto? Yeah, for sure. It's really obnoxious. I actually can't see how many charge counters this has unless I right-click it. It has 2. But I'm sure there's actually someone on, like, Twitter, find some email of someone that can make that change. Although it's Moto, so probably won't make it ever. Do I post content to YouTube? Yeah, I do. CP Captain Oatcake. There's a link down below. If you look, there should be a link to my YouTube channel where I post all my streams after I'm done going live. Is it playing not attack here because of the app nap thing? Don't think that still works because I can make my German 8/8, right? At its max with just these two counters, so 5, 6, 7. So that wouldn't work. It's a card, I guess. It's a spell that I can cast for once. So if I just make this an 8/8 right now, I just gain more life. And he can't GT my germ down, because this thing will only take 5. His GT gets counters first, then mine does, but it doesn't matter. I don't really want to play Ballista, because it just dies to a GT ping. Thanks, first time I've caught you live. Yeah, this isn't my usual streaming time, so it's a little awkward for some people. I stream at 9 p.m. Central Time. But today's Labor Day, if you're in the States, so... Remind these filthy peasants of the glory of Legion War Boss. What is that? The strictly different Goblin Rabble Master? Guess we'll just play sword here. The strictly different, yeah, exactly. Strictly different Goblin Rabble Master. Known to many as strictly worse Goblin Rabble Master, but that's just not true at all. It's much better it's much worse as an individual threat as Rabble Master is, because Rabble Master just punches your opponent in the face for a ton, but it's better if your opponent finds a removal spells later, because it can actually make other threats that are not 1/1s. I don't know what the opponent's plan is here now. I think they're hosed. It's actually straight not true, because it's way better. Yeah, exactly. It's way worse if your opponent, it's way better. No, okay. Rabble Master is way better if your opponent does not have an answer to it, but I think War Boss is better if your opponent has an answer to it at some point down the road, not exactly immediately, because obviously then they're exactly the same card. But it's much more capable of producing more threats that do stuff, instead of just being really powerful by itself and also just playing a pile of 1/1s. Think my opponent is dead. They're tanking long and hard about it, but I have a Battle Skull with a GT. Yep, I figured it out. Battle Skull with a GT. Don't think they're going to beat that. I think they might have actually been able to win that if they had just attacked with the Smasher that turn. The turn that I had Wisp plus Battle Skull, my opponent had Endless One and Smasher. I think I would have had to double block that, and then they would have found a GT to connect before I did, and then I probably would have died from there, honestly. This isn't even my Germ's Final Form. Yeah, we could put the Sword of Fire Dice on it. Just go ham. It's really weird that WotC would put Rabble Master. Rabble Master was a good card. I don't think it was overpowered at any point. Probably won't Relic Water. And they have GT too, so it's probably fine. GT in addition to chalices and whatnot. Cut Prelate, Moms, and Athalia, something like that. Is Ballista any good against this deck? Probably not. Is it better than Athalia? Probably not also, because Athalia can actually pick up a GT and block a Thought-Knot Seer. Little Blephredic and Battle with a German Flaming Sword. Yeah, did you see, I think it was in the Discord, and Phil posted on Twitter, was a Mirran Crusader with a bunch of equipment. One of them was on its leg. Yeah, if Realm Master was RR1, would have been more realistically okay. Realistically feasible, I guess. Not okay as in power level. It was obviously busted. Not busted. Good. Very, very powerful card. think it's cool. It shows that Wizards isn't like afraid of printing strong cards, right? Like they put Land War Elves in Dominaria, it didn't break everything. People are like, oh, everything's Goblin Chain Whirlers, but blue black mid range has been like secretly floating along as one of the best decks in the format. The card was like, it wasn't. I don't think it was busted because it was never like unbeatable, right? There was Rabble Red that existed, but there were a lot of other decks that also existed around it, and that were able to beat Rabble Red. It was definitely a mainstay of the format. It was a good card, but did we win? I walked away. Yeah, we won game 1 because the opponent misplayed. I don't know when you walked away, but I think if they had the turn that they had Endless One and Reality Smasher in play, and we had Batterskull and Wisp, if they just decked the Smasher, I think we lose that game immediately. Mulligan to 6. I think I'm gonna keep this. We even have Relic Order if they just like chalice me on turn 1 annoyingly. Turn off half my hand. This Germ's ugly in this opener, but the rest of my hand is good enough that I want to keep. Can you not chalice me? Walked after they put GTA. Yeah, they were dead. They were dead at that point. Sure, Endless One for 2. If they thought not me, it'll be kind of annoying. But if they don't, we're pretty good. Can we get this, the 1 to 4 one? Maybe. I mean, this is round 3, so we still got a ways to go. We have faded Grixis so far. No Spirit Guide Thought Not. Just play a Matter Reshaper. Or even another Endless One. Ratchet Bomb deal. Honestly, my opponent wants to blow up this vial. More power to him. I'm not going to, like, just Relic Order this here. I think I'm just going to Rashad. So if I Rashad about this Ancient Tomb, they're almost surely going to crack this vial. But then I get to, like... I actually don't get to Relic Order Hold Up Path. Because I don't have triple white at that point. I can't Thalia Hold Up Path for obvious reasons. Maybe I do just want to Relic Order this Ratchet Bomb. Probably not. I'd rather port. I can just, like, keep porting. Like, I'm only under duress of this thing. If my opponent doesn't have more soul lands, we can slow them down a lot with this port. Tick up. Eventually we can get to, like, cast Thalia plus port or cast Relic Order plus port. Yeah, sure. They have a Mishra's Factory, which is annoying. Ooh, GTA. Alright, we gotta make a move now. Crusader's a pretty good move. What's my plan if they dismember plus Endless One? I guess the plan is just like Relic Order it if they have that. And if they can't kill a Relic Order in response, otherwise their GTA just goes away forever. So slamming Crusader here seems fine. They can't like Smasher plus GTA, so if they just Smasher, we'll have Path up next turn. And then after that, we can start Relic Order plus Hold Up Path, or Relic Order plus Thalia, or one of those plus a port, all that stuff. Thought Knot's probably worst case, actually, but then we can Stonewall it with Crusader plus Thalia, so they still won't be able to actually get in damage. Also, they can't dismember a Crusader, so there's that minor tweak of they're not going to be able to dismember this thing. And we'll get the Dream Crusader wielding Batterskull. They can slam a Smasher, hit me for 5, but then I'll have Relic Order plus Path. Spyglass. Eh. Name port, name Batterskull, I don't care. If they name port, we're just gonna Thalia, Legion, or Relic Order, do all this stuff. It's taking a lot of time. So the only time I get kind of like bored playing Magic is when my opponent's like down 8 minutes further on the clock than I am, and we're just kind of sitting here waiting for my opponent to like make some menial choices. Then import. So sure, whatever. Equip, attack, do whatever you want. Equip, attack, get blocked, lose your endless one for no reason. Could also just relic order this Sorcerer's Spyglass if I actually want to, but could revoke Jite. Could do a lot of things. There's one more card in hand. What's the best way to do this? Thalia plus revoke Jite? Thalia plus relic ward Jite? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're they still need like soul land plus Smasher to connect with a big guy. And they would also need an answer to my Revoker, so they can't have all those things. So I think Thalia plus Relic Order or Revoker is probably fine. So we actually just get to attack here. They could actually block as a 3-3, though. With Factory. I might path it if they do that. We need one more line to play Batterskull, and then they're just toast. Wow, they are going to go for that, sure. Yeah, let's see if they have a basic waste in their deck. It's kind of important knowledge for a game 3 if we go to 1. I think I'd rather just take this thing off the table anyway. They don't have a waste. Let him block first? No, I just want to like deal more damage, right? What is letting him block do? He wasn't gonna double block. He was just gonna like make the factory a 3-3. So now my opponent actually only has 4 mana, so they can't even like soul land play Equip Smasher. The card I want to play around is them connecting with this Jite, but even then, we don't really care that much. Because we have the Relic Order, so I think I just want to revoke the Jite. If they have Dismember plus Equip plus Attack, we can at least Relic Ward it. Oh, the same is true for Thalia. I don't think my choice matters. I want to play Revoker here because I want to be able to like cast this Batterskull if I draw another land. Try to hold off on Thalia being in play. So they do have a Dismember plus Attack here. Gets really ugly. Wasteland my Schadenport. Do it. Do it. You won't. Ratchet Bomb, sure. We can Relic Ward that. Or just Windmill Sand Batterskull if we find the land. And they don't Wasteland me here. I think their lands are more important than mine right now, though. It's a good draw, for sure. Just going to attack with both. Thalia, Relic Order, or something like that. Sure, trade, deal. Now I think they're just dead. I just have lethal on board. Why would you tick it up there? They play a creature, we should attack with everything. Yeah. Plow it out of the way. They're super hosed. Sick. To send a message. It's a good reason to uptick there, I suppose. Where's Eldrazi? I haven't played against Eldrazi in forever. Eldrazi Stompy, there we go. A good matchup for sure. Though we might have, I think we definitely would have lost game one if my opponent had played their cards right. Oh, my opponent. Were you my opponent just now? Steven Ashford. Oh yeah, GG's guy. If you weren't here during my, I hope you weren't here during the actual match, but the misplayed game one. I don't know if you saw it, but like oh god, we're playing against. This is a lands player, I think. Anyway, when I had Flicker Wisp, when I had Flicker Wisp plus Batterskull, and you had Reality Smasher plus the 2/2 Endless one, if you just attack with the Smasher there, I have to double block the Smasher, lose both my guys just to stay alive, and you kill both my creatures and leave yourself with the 2/2, and then doesn't let me equip my GTA and connect and kill you first. The way that when you attack with both, I get to like save keep my Batterskull alive, and then take over the game from there. I think you had game one if you did that. Obviously, you had the GTA, which means that you definitely had it. But if I had found another threat or something, might have been able to stabilize. If I drew Thalia or something, but the way that the game played out, I think I would have lost that. Yeah, thanks for the games. Faux show. This hand's good. It's good against lands. My opponent's probably playing lands. This hand's kind of bad against lands, actually, but maybe they're not on lands. I mean, this could easily still be a lands thing. Just white or green fetch land. We have decent tools. Good luck in the rest of your league as well. I don't know how you were doing before. Scroll up in the chat. A million years. Was I actually playing that long ago? I don't think so. Did it like just not pop off around 2, or did I scroll past it? There we go. Oh, you're 0-1. Hopefully rally it back. So what's my opponent's plan here? I guess it depends on what their deck is. Verdant, they could be a lot of things. But Verdant Pass probably means, like, lands, Turbo Depths, some sort of, like, probably not Elves, because I think Elves always wants a turn 1 play on a 7. Some sort of, ooh, Badlands. 4-color Loam? It's a deck that exists. Steven Ashford, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for those games as well. This Bob is unfortunate that I cannot answer it, but I think we're just going to slam Thalia. That is a Bob. Could also just be Jund, but I doubt it. I'd much put a lot more chips towards them being 4-color Loam than just playing Jund. But what do I know? They might be Junding. Either way, just slam Thalia. Next turn we can possibly Crusader, possibly Wasteland Revoker. I don't know. Good options. Yeah. I guess we're not Wasteland Revoker because we have this Vile on too. If you get Junned out, I'm gonna be mad at you. Junn's not a good matchup, for sure. I think I'm just gonna slam this Crusader, though. Hope they hit Emrakul. Yeah, hit Emrakul and Abrupt Decay. That's the plan. Hopefully they, like, cast Liliana the Veil. We just get to the Violent Revoker in response. Demolish them. They still could be unjunned. Still could be unjunned or 4-color Loam. These are all cards that exist in both of the decks. Come on, just like play the Lily. Don't Abrupt Decay my Thalia. Land, Lily. It still could be Junned. They play Punishing Fire that deck too. What does Junned even run? Legacy? All the cards they run in Modern and like Punishing Fire him to Turok. That's like the whole deck. They didn't cast Abrupt Decay or Lily. I'm going to revoke Lily out of the Veil here, just because I'm going to take this up to 3 for the Brightling. And dear, oh. Rip the Death Red Shaman. I guess this plays into K command very poorly, but I think I'd rather keep the Vial than the Revoker anyway. Maybe not against Junned, I don't know. Probably want to Wasteland this Grove here. Alright. Thalia takes down a Dark Confidant. And we just pass? They haven't cast anything yet. I want them to cast something, because if they're like Punishing Fire, I want to Wasteland the Grove before they can buy it back. They just Abrupt Decay this. Then I think I'm still going to Wasteland this Grove for future Punishing Fires. Although, man, if I had a Flicker Wisp there, they're in for a bad time. I hope we don't play this whole game and, like, by the end are still wondering if they're Junned. Okay, yeah, they're 4-color and we did it. They cycled a Tranquil Thicket. We finally figured it out. And they hit a Scrubland. They're 4-color low. We pieced it together. This Lily does, like, next to nothing here. Junned with Thicket and Scrubland. That Mox Diamond's not very good. You have to pay 1 for it. Oh no! Cabal pinned my Mirroring Crusader! Now let's move this Brightling. I think this is significantly less likely to be Junned now, with Mox Diamond, Cabal Pit, Scrubland, and Tranquil Thicket army. Yeah, getting Brightlings down all the time here. It's not all the time, we only play 1 right now. And just punch it with everything. I have seen Junned, like, splash combo hate off of Scrubland. That's fine. Cabal Pit my Mirror Crusader. Yep, dead. Kill that Dark Confidant. Play this Revoker on Liliana the Veil. Revoke Liliana the Veil again. This Brightling's threatening lethal. Scavenging uses a card. There are 2 creatures in graveyards. Ooh, Mazavith is an even more obnoxious card. And before they cast Lily out of the Dark Realms, please no. That always sucks. There are 4 creatures in yards? Oh god, are we just gonna like lose to the Scavenging Ooze? Because this Brightling isn't a second Mirran Crusader? I mean, I guess the second Crusader wouldn't matter, because they have this maze. We're just kind of brick-walled here, though. We just have to, like, sit and wait. Not necessarily out of the game. They don't have anything that's, like, cinching the noose here, like a Punishing Fire plus a Grove or something. Yeah, they're gonna fatten up their skews here, which is definitely good for them. We could find, like, Sword Supply shares. Start attacking through the Scavenging Ooze again. They have 4 cards, unless you count the Liliana. Their Liliana is currently turned off. They have plenty of removal in their deck between Barbicanes and Punishing Fires they could find to kill this Revoker. Put Lily on the table for future turns. Are they casting a 4-drop? It's like a Garruk Relentless. Oh, green center for 3, they just want a Knight. That's pretty good. Ooh, that's pretty good too, though. I will for sure take that one. Time to make a bunch of Flicker Wisps. They can't like tutor up another Cabal Pit. And also the Cabal Pit wouldn't do a lot, so. Flicker this Recruiter for more Wisps. Time to just make infinite Wisps. That's our new game plan. Yeah, I don't even know what. I can't even rattle off the abilities of Liliana Untouched by Death. It's just like the zombie synergy Lily. I could do Dark Realms. Dark Realms is the really sweet EDH one because it lets you just hit your land drop every turn. If it started at 4 loyalty or like the minus was a -2, it might be playable. In like, I mean, it might not be playable in like any formats, but it might be like better than it sits right now for sure. Punishing Fire, please. Oh, Sylvan Library. That's also scary. Dark Realms is sweet in EDH because people ignore it. It's kind of, yeah, exactly. You just get to draw so many swamps with it. You can also grab a Crusader here. I think I just want to like Army in the Cannon more Flicker Wisps first. That's a pretty good draw too, though. I mean, I guess, is it? It turns this Banner Skull online, which is probably relevant. Are Blight Lands legal? I have no idea what the Blight Lands are. I could put the Stoneforge into play, or I could just cast a Wisp to just make more Wisps this turn. Making 3 Wisps sets up, like, close to lethal. Actually, making 3 Wisps does set up lethal if I Wisp this Maze out and attack them for 9, because they can only gain up to, like, 8, I think. So I think I just want to double Wisp up this turn. Because equipment is much worse staring down this Mazavith. Army at the end with a coat of arms. They get like a knight for a Dryad Arbor? Oh, they're knighting for a Grove, hoping to find a Punishing Fire? That makes more sense. P-Fire me twice. Dogs are the ones that tap for M. Oh yeah, the lands that the lands that tap for whatever. It's the black cycle, right? If you control swamp, they tap for either, but it's only like something slash black mana. This is effectively Sensei's Divine Tap activation, because I don't think they can really afford to draw extra cards. They find a Punishing Fire. Are we in trouble? They can't. No, they can't even cast it twice. Casting it once would be relevant, though. So there are no more creatures currently. So if they tap low enough, we can try to go for lethal, but it's definitely risky. Like, end step, this Recruiter's gonna come back, go get another Wisp, Wisp out the Maze, attack them for 9 in the air with Flicker Wisps. That's, like, kind of risky. We'll see what the opponent does. The second night, please. By all means. Oh, a Loam, getting back Grove, Cabal Pit, Barrenmoor. Ooh, that's kind of annoying. Now they have a Cabal Pit, which prevents me from lethaling them, and now they have a Cabal Pit every turn. Well, now we don't want to go get a Mirren Crusader, that's for sure. So I can actually try to set up lethal here, right? By grabbing... No, I can't grab Ballista and Flicker Wisp at the same time, never mind. I'd have to draw a Wasteland. I think I'm just going to grab more Flicker Wisps. Make them Cabal Pit right now if they want to. Why every time I come... I was just thinking, I was like, I wonder if Loam Boy's going to show up right as we're playing against Loam here. Yep, you're dead. So now my opponent's effectively at 9. Can we lethal them here? Oh, well, that's insurance if we can't. So assuming, let's say we Flicker Wisp out the Maze attack with everything. They're at an effective 3. They block. They can Knight for another, like a Dryad Arbor to not die here. I could just, like, plow the Knight, make my life easier, but I might get buried by Cabal Pit life from the Loam. Alternatively, I could just attack them for 3 with this Maze, Wisp my Recruiter to get Prelate, and Prelate on 2 to prevent the Loam and Punishing Fires. That's probably way, way better. I like that plan a lot more. Just attack them for a... Yeah, I can Flicker Wisp the Maze, but... This is I think I have close to lethal on board. I think my opponent could survive, but I think this is just like the safer route. This just sets up lethal next turn anyway. Grab Sanctum Prelate. File in Sanctum Prelate. The way they manage their bobs early hurt my soul. Yeah, my opponent like went bob, and then just like immediately chump blocked with one on Athalia. I was a little bit confused. The Tainted Lands, that's what their name. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name to save my life. If they draw Deluge, we're probably dead, but I don't even know if that's always main decked, and if it is, I'm not playing around it. in before, like, second Cabal Pit. Okay, there's dead. Sick. I was for sure not going to play around it, but there's a chance that it existed, and I was about to get savaged. Now that plays any deluge. It's good to know. So how do I usually sideboard for this matchup? Council Judgment, rest in peace, for sure. Ballista seems worse here. It hits Bob's, which isn't bad. Bob's a card that can definitely run away with games. Gideon. Oh yeah, Gideon is pretty decent here. Value Engine. I don't remember what I cut. Probably like shave some. Do I want paths as well? This is the other question. They have like the one basic, right? Then one basic forest. And being able to answer Dark Confidants and Knights is probably relevant. Revoker hits what? Neither Reliquary and Liliana the Veil? They usually take out Chalice, yes. My opponent during the Legacy Challenge for sure did not take out Chalices, yeah. I always try to play around it a little bit. I think shaving... God, I never know what to board out in this matchup. I think... every time I say, I think this card is not good, and I'm like, wait, no, I kind of like it. I think I don't like Revoker too much. I'm going to cut at least one. Maybe one is a recruiter target, but... a minute to make like 7 cuts to this deck. I think Thalia is not always great. Probably like Plague's Creature-y, yeah. Some number of Thalias. Is Brightling at its best here? Probably not. Brightling was kind of embarrassing there. It gets like brickwalled by Knights pretty hard. It's sometimes useful for if you're like on the defensive plan, but I think I can just cut it, especially with 3 Crusaders in my deck. Prelate's fine. Brightling's great. It's like... it is hard to remove, but it also just like sometimes gets brick-walled by stuff. Is it better than like some of the other cards in my deck right now? I just like don't want to Revoker at all. It's like kind of wimpy. GT actually kind of. Other like pro-red swords too. Oh god, 12 seconds left. Panic, panic! Cut all the Thalias. And 7, 6, 5, and this Ballista. Something like that. I definitely didn't board that right. But I don't play against Loam enough long enough. I don't play against Loam enough to like sit there and consider my sideboards for long periods of time. Same kind of blows. If we just get like wastelanded, we die here, and this hand isn't even that good. If we don't get wastelanded, we just have like multiple Stoneforges. We don't even have a third land yet. Prelate is really good though. If we can like Prelate on 2, Stoneforge for something into Prelate on 2, turn off Abrupt Decays and Punishing Fires, so maybe it's worth it on the draw. I'll keep. The old green sun for Dryad Arbor. Ooh. Solid top deck. Although I'd also want to top deck 3rd land, preferably at basic plains, so we don't get just wastelanded and die. If he just goes like turn 2 Knight of the Reliquary, and we just get pounded by wastelands. But if we don't, we actually get to have a living Batterskull here. Aw. I don't think I want to play this yet. They would have Punishing Fired my thing if they had it, which means they don't have a Punishing Fire yet. I'd rather just develop cards. File on Mom and Gideon, then Prelate. Let's grab sort of Fire and Ice. It also kills a Dryad Arbor. It also kills a Knight with this Rest in Peace. No Wastelands, please. Oh yeah, my favorite thing is just smashing my opponent's face in with a Mother of Runes just like suited up to the arm to the teeth. All right, no lands. This Wasteland's gonna get real ugly. They're probably gonna find off the Sylvan Library here, but we need to put in a Batter Skull at least. Oh, they flipped Lily? Sure. Well, we can just sack the Stoneforge. They don't know we have the Batter Skull too, so they might be incentivized to just play Lily and Edict, hoping that I just put in a Sword of Fire and Ice. Is that like Steve? Yeah, when you beat down with Sakura Tribe Elders and you just kill them. I've been there. Scapeshift v Mill, where your Scapeshifts are literally, like, don't have any text. I've definitely put in a red-black reanimator opponent from, like, 17 to 0 life over 17 straight turns with a Mother of Runes. Yeah, this Surprise Batter Skull is going to be real good. Well, we also just drew GTA, so the Stoneforge is suddenly a Squire, so that's cool. Let's try to kill Lily, I guess. I just played Deathcloud again. Deathcloud, sweet. Again, recipes great here. I think I just want to like play more creatures on the board, even though this thing's just a Squire. Although I could try to get GTA up and running. I think I'm just playing Squire here. I don't want to get like Wastelanded into an Edict. Like Wasteland, so I can't cast anything. They take this up, block here, and then Edict the Germ. Gotta play Deathcloud Cloud. We have to have like Cloud themes today. Play everything with Cloud in its name. Cycle Baron Moore. Wait, cycle Baron Moore before Sylvan? Is that good for them? Yeah, because they can put back the card that they drew off the Baron Moore, so they get more options. It's like essentially they drew 4 and have to put you back instead, I think. Yeah, because they get to see a card deeper. If we ever hit land 3 before they find a Wasteland, we might be okay. I think I'm probably playing Rest in Peace next turn, assuming we don't get Wastelanded. Oh yeah, opponent should definitely be like just drawing like 3 cards. Maybe draw 2 cards. But opponent needs to dig deep to answer the board. Keep their Lily in play. Take over the game. I also just like digging for a Wasteland at this point. I've missed my land drop for 2 turns. If they Wasteland me, we're definitely up shit creek. Goblin Trailblazer or War Driver. What does Goblin Trailblazer even do? Opponent did not take any damage. And we are going to discard Recruiter or Mana Tax, so this card's like super clunky. Let's do that or Sword of Fire and Ice. I think it's Recruiter for now. They discard a Wasteland? Oh no, they were... No, they did discard a Wasteland and then drew another Wasteland. But now we get to actually attack this Lily so we don't get Edicted to death. Get to attack Lily with both. Alright, well now it's Bob and Sylvan v my board state, which is probably pretty favored for them, but... I hope you draw lands. I hope I draw lands too. Trailblazer seems like pretty medium. If you're like, if the deck is awkwardly like not, no, get out of here. Oh god, what have I done? I opened up a name and now there's like the X is all the way over here. There we go. I'm gonna fix that one. Give me a second, opponent. Did my opponent finally take damage wrong? Yeah, they did. They put 1 card on top, they kept a card. We did not draw land. They played their Mox Diamond. What did they discard? No, they didn't play Mox Diamond? Have they always had this in play? Was I just not paying attention? Oh yeah, if your deck is awkwardly like missing red sources, like if it's hard to cast Goblin War Driver in some capacity, then obviously Trailblazer is better. But I think in most instances, War Driver is like way better than a Trailblazer, right? I don't know if that's the best use of a Golgari Charm, if I'm being honest. Like, not positive that that is a good use of a Golgari Charm. Lower boy having a stroke watching a different loam opponent play. That seemed like a very questionable use of a Golgari Charm, to be sure. I'm not sure what their plan was there. Oh, they drew Plow. That's not great. And we are drawing also more nothing, so that's cool. I'm gonna pat this fucking Stoneforge to a second land, I swear to God. Why is my... Is it just because my hand is like 8 cards and we have 2 windows open? I don't really care what's in their hand at this point. Pass Stoneforge to land? Yeah. For sure. Guess we do it on upkeep, because they could just remove it right now, rather than use mana on their own turn. Oh no, I'd have to discard a card. Yeah. Yeah, we're at 35. They have a Dark Confidant, so we've got a lot of time. Find a Tranquil Thicket, sure. Cycle it. Yep. If we draw another land, we can flicker with this Batter Skull, get stuff back online. Yeah, got me. Ooh, third land. Slamming Rip or Stoneforge. Definitely not slamming Stoneforge. We have all of our equipment already. But so I guess if I didn't hit a land, I probably would have just played Rip to prevent Punishing Fires. I still kind of want to play this Rip to prevent getting like Loam Wastelanded. I think I'm going to play Flicker Wisp first, though. I just want to like put pressure on him. I can still play the rest of the piece after, even if they Wasteland me, so I'd rather get this Batter Skull back online. They have a removal spell for a Batter Skull? Oh, they're Punishing Firing, sure. They're like double Punishing Fire my Batter Skull? If they do that, do I get to Rip? Prelate seems bad. Prelate on 2 might have actually been okay. Turns off all their removal spells. But I think I wanted to Prelate it on 2 as like my second play. Can they like shoot, buyback, shoot, still buyback, even if I Rip? Well, we'll see what they do. I got a lot of Groves. Another Lily? Yeah. Well, got a lot of time to do stuff now, at least. So now we're going to play Rest in Peace to prevent them from, like, multiple Punishing Fires. Turns off their Golgari Charms so they can't even use them poorly. So now they can, like, Punishing Fire my Flicker Wisp, the revealed Cabal Pit. That's obnoxious. I don't think they have any of these cards in their hand anymore. I think they still have this second Mox Diamond, but I'm not positive. What am I discarding here? The Stoneforge. Because it's just a Squire. Opponent discards that Mox Diamond, okay. So now they could, like, Punishing Fire or Cabal Pit this, Edict the Batter Skull away, but then that kills the Lily. They could also Punishing Fire plus Cabal Pit the Batter Skull or something. I think my play is still just Wisp. Just makes as many threats as possible to make my opponent answer them. Man, imagine if my opponent had a Golgari Charm for this Rest in Peace. We would not be in a good position right now. I found a Plow. That's annoying. Maze, slightly less, slightly less so. The issue is that we actually need to fight through a lot of cards here. Each player discards card. Goodbye, Ether Vial. Let's be nice to our opponent here. Don't like calling people mentally deficient. We might just like still eat this Lily. Let's see if they dying to double ball is probably pretty hard when they have a Sylvan going. What about recruiting? Another Flicker Wisp probably. Just Flicker Wisp the Batter Skull again. They're down their Cabal Pit and their P-Fire, right? Yeah. So we just need to like play through this Lily at this point. Yeah, let's recruit another Wisp. I'm running out of creatures. Hard, yeah, definitely. They could. They have another Punishing Fire now, but they're down. P-Fire, Cabal Pit is in play. Yeah. So now they can like P-Fire this. Oh wow, they're gonna Edict this Recruiter deal. What do they even play now? I don't even. No, they Wastelanded me. Shit. Shit. Well, cast the only spell that's in my hand. Am I pathing a Bob at this point? I think I might actually. I might be supposed to be pathing a Bob. We're at 26, but my opponent's like drawing a lot of cards. It's probably better than putting a GTA in play. Yeah, I think I'm pathing a Bob. I don't have this Maze in their hand anymore. Nice Loam. What am I discarding to this Lily? The GTA? Probably, because I want to Council Judgment this Lily, if I find a third land, honestly. This is a weird game. Good thing we gained like 9 million life off of Batter Skull. Oh no. Well, now we're going to Council Judgment that one. Tabernacle, sure, why not? Yeah, now we have to kill this Lily on the Last Hope. Also, that's in their deck? Interesting. But yeah, we for sure need to kill that one. Flip a Knight. It's a 2-2 that tutors for lands, I guess. Along with Garrick and Johnny. Man. Going deep. I mean, it's also like the Planeswalker package is also really good against Miracles, right? Because it's like one of the hardest to answer permanents. Rexade, no! My Rest in Peace? That's a target too. It makes their Knight not garbage. And they have Loam, so they can like Loam Cabal Pit me. Now I think we might be dead. Yeah, Last Hope is definitely a house against D&T. This loss is my fault. Oh, because the Liliana with Last Hope. I think we could have beaten the Veil there. Although them finding the Rexade is also not great for me. Now they just gotta get to P-Fire all my stuff down, because they have infinity lands. They get a Cabal Pit the Sanctum Prelate too. Maybe they won't see it. Sure. Well, they didn't Cabal Pit it yet. I don't know if they had the black mana open. Maybe I'm just not even paying attention. They might die to this Bob before they kill me, so that's a thing. But probably not with a Sylvan in play and only one Bob. Alright, find like only 4 drops on the top of your deck with that Sylvan Library. Like misclick and keep one card. Ball Pit. Ball Pit, Loam. Sure, cast more spells. Green Sun for 3. Get another night? Yeah, why not? Sure. I don't know what that attack was about. Yeah, sure, why not? Gonna Cabal Pit this yet? Sure. Vindicate, they're at 1! I think this is lethal though, right? Double Knight? Yeah, at this point I'm playing because they have 5 minutes left on the clock. Shuffles deck into almost dead. Yeah, that didn't seem like necessarily the correct choice there. Alright, let's go to game 3, I guess. Alright, now I get to sit and think about my sideboard choices more. So, I think I do want this Walking Ballista, I just panicked. I think I also vaguely want this Sword of War and Peace. I usually bring it in. Pro Plow, Pro Punishing Fire is pretty relevant. Kind of want that. Maybe I do want Revokers if they're just on like a pile of walkers. But again, what am I cutting? My opponent says, so nice of you to play out a game where you cannot possibly win in an attempt to time me out. Classy. Play faster. They also could have made like better decisions. So not my problem. What are my sideboard choices though? Opponent is salty. I haven't run into a lot of salty opponents on MTGO before. Yeah, they could have lost. Oh yeah, you told them that they got salty when you played them too, I think. If I recall. God, what did I cut? I just want like all these cards. Oh, they seem pretty medium there, so I'm not disappointed I cut them. I was like vaguely want at least one Revoker. Maybe I don't want GTA. Just think, GTA protects from... God. Low matchup is so hard to board for. Not as bad as the Maverick matchup, though, in terms of, like, I want all these cards, I just don't know what I'm supposed to cut. Don't really want to shave Wisp. Surgical is quite... Yeah, Surgical is, like... I hate that Surgical sometimes is really bad, though. Cut the paths. Paths seem pretty good. My opponent has a lot of creatures and no basics. I'd rather cut a plow than a path, right? Maybe I will just cut the Ballista again. And, like, the GTA instead of the War and Peace? Yeah, I'll do it like that. They have Knight, Sage, and Bob, right? Yeah, and Bob and Knight are both, like, must-answer threats. Am I supposed to keep this hand? It's close. We have like turn 4 Gideon. But other than that, I feel like we can get better 6s, but I also like I hate mulliganing keepable like average 7s into bad 6s. It blocks creatures. Gideon seems like a house, but you know, keep, see what happens. I don't like losing to salty opponents though, so maybe I'm like not supposed to keep risky hands. Yeah, if my opponent has like a super explosive start, we can always wisp this Mox Diamond at least. Flip another Bob, sure. Oh, please miss on lands. Aw. No fun opponent. Yeah, the waste is also relevant. They can Lily of the Veil me, but don't know how much I care about that. I do care that this Gideon just like dies to 2 Bobs on board. Well, can't cast a Lily with that mana. Well, Wasteland's a lot worse when they're on the loam plan, so... I think I'm just gonna try to blow. Oh no, wait, hang on, no, that's dumb. Because they just added a bunch of lands to their hand. They have Karakas, Savannah, Verdant. So we recruit. I think we recruit for Prelate to beat Loam plus Punishing Fire. Probably a fine plan. Flip a Plow and a Knight. Ooh. Man, I'm gonna be bummed if we lose. I hate losing to salty players. Garrick Relentless, alright. Kill my guy. Flip. Yeah, we're probably dead now, right? They have like Plow, they can kill it, take a Gideon off the board. They're holding up the Plow here, so I'd have to like Prelate on 1 into Stoneforge. So Prelate on 1 has to start off the sequence. And we also kept a bad hand. It's not just because we kept a very lackluster hand here. If I'd had like a more proactive hand or like an answer to an early Dark Confidant or something, I might have got there. Oh yeah, we got seriously screwed out of the last game. They could die to the Bob, that's true. Grab Batterskull. Oh no, they found Grove. Now we're dead. Punching Fire down the Sanctum Prelate. Plow the Stoneforge. Oh shit, combo, they can buy the Punishing Fire back! That's actually pretty sick. Wasteland me, yeah, sure. Make a wolf, tag for 4. What they? Oh, they moved to discard. Eh, they don't kill me here, they might die to these Bobs. I know they can Google Archer away their own Bobs. Or they might be able to lethal me here. Like, I have no idea. They're like Punishing Fire the Knight ally, attack me for 5, go to 3. Maybe not. Oh, they're... Oh, that's smart. They tutor for skews to gain life. Alright. I dig it, I dig it. Perfect draw, you know. This is probably lethal, right? Only thing that's relevant here that I can flicker is this wolf. Oh yeah, they have that other plow too. This is just lethal. It's a big night. Punishing fire. Oh yeah, Golgari Charm. That's in their deck. Or in their hand too. They flipped off a Dark Confidant. Can't win them all. Now we go to 3-3 now. Or 2-2 into the final bout. What did he say in chat? He just said GG's. And then I said, GG's, have a nice day. With a smiley face. No one ever deserves to lose, either. Just sometimes, like, the cards, it is a card game, sometimes I'm not gonna win. Not people that are salty or if they're jerks or whatever, like, in the end. I mean, he's not a terrible person. He was salty. I don't think he's a terrible person, right? Oh, I didn't record my game against Loam. 4 matches, 9 games. We're now 7-2 in games. We won game 1, lost games 2 and 3. And 35. I'm on the draw. No, this hand's bad. Insulted me. Help friend says for GP Detroit. Alright, later, Army. Have a nice night. Oh, wow, a bunch of people. Alright, yeah, maybe he's a dick. Yeah, this hand sucks. I don't want this. Oh, I do want this. This hand's pretty decent. I also want that. Don't know what the opponent's on, but thought I was good against such a wide swath of the Legacy format. Blue Black Shadow? Don't even play good decks. Yeah. Oh no. Thoughtseize, take the Vial. This Revoker sucks. Only card in name's main deck is Straight Wraith. But yeah, at least we have 2 lands. Would have felt like an idiot if I was on like a 1-land Vial hand. I don't think I would have scratched Thalia to the top at that point, though. But yeah, there's no point in like being like spewing more vitriol to salty opponents. Like, no point trying to be like, oh, you suck, you're a jerk. Getting salty about like playing whatever. Just kill them with kindness when it comes to like random strangers online, at least. Red Black Death Shadow Burn with 4 Flame Rifts. Oh, that's a sick combo. Death Shadow Flame Rift deals them like 8 damage. Yeah. This is probably getting fatal pushed, but we have the Swords of Plowshares for their first threat. I wonder if I'm supposed to name Liliana the Last Hope, just on like the corner case that they're on, like a Lily main deck. instead of naming Street Wraith, because like that card doesn't matter at this point. I think that the answer is actually yes. Because Street Wraith is just like such a non-card in this. I'd rather hedge for the corner case in which they do have a main deck Lily for whatever reason. Shadow Burn. Our team has one leg stick between us and is this. Oh, reanimated Street Wraith, alright. We have a Plow. Plow versus Prelude on 1 is awkward. I think I'm just going to play GTA, plan on plowing this, and then follow up with Prelude on 1. It's awkward if they daze. Well, they probably would have dazed something earlier down the line, right? The Golgari Charm Regen bottom game 2 and letting you gain full life off Plow was one of the worst. Yeah, that was I think that was a really, really bad line. I have no idea what they were doing. Ended up almost losing them in the game because they didn't have an answer to Rest in Peace for so long. If we'd hit a land drop, like, maybe a turn sooner, I think they, like, would have been dead. They would have not been able to, like, snowball that hard. This seems like a Gurmag. Fatal Push, that's mean. Yeah, it's dead. I'm gonna plow this Street Wraith here, just so I can put Prelate down next turn. Unless they cast something scarier. They might play a Death Shadow or a Gurmag, in which case, still the same line. This feels like a Gurmag. Yep. Don't daze me, bro. Ooh. Wasteland. Wasteland's probably worth firing off, but not worth, like, doing anything with. Is it a reanimated Street Wraith? Yeah, it's a combo. Reanimated Street Wraith takes you down so much, takes you down like 7 life if you're at Death Shadow range. This attack means I'm pretty sure they have another creature to play. Or they have, I guess they could have removal spell? Like dismember or snuff out, I guess. Alright, I'm officially confused on what that attack was about. I think there's no reason not to play lands here. Like, you're not going to win this race. We're now immune to Dismember. Maybe they have no way to drop health, and they wanted some help. But then, like, they're just letting me get this GTA online, which seems really bad for them. Like, they could play a Shadow, but, like, my Prelate's bigger than a Shadow right now, unless they have a Snuff out. Because my Prelate's a 10/10. This thing is literally just lethal next turn. Sure, Delver. Ping that off attack. Can't cast that. Kill Delver. This attack is still lethal, so they have to chump block with Street Wraith. So now they're just, like, so dead. If they just didn't attack with the Street Wraith, I'd just have a Prelate and a GTA versus Street Wraith, and I have to sit there awkwardly, trying to find something else to do. Now if they find a Shadow, I think they could trade with... Oh, yeah, not Gurmag, just... Sure. Prelate's gonna beat up your Gurmag Angler, too. Prelate eats Gurmag Anglers for breakfast. This Gurmag is... Or this Prelate is just beating the crap out of my opponent. Man, that was sick. I definitely don't think they were supposed to attack. That attack felt very, very wrong. If they don't attack, my options are sit and wait, or equip the GTA to the Prelate, attack, and then just trade with it up front, deal it 2, and then neg 2 it. GTA is a good card, who knew? Yeah, exactly. That attack seemed like very, very poor. These chalices seem real good. As do paths. Gideon's and Council's Judgment, something like that. Like shave a bunch of 1 toughness creatures. Phyrexian Revokers. Recruiter the guards. I'm saying no Prelate actually. Let's keep in. Yeah, I like Recruiter can find Crusaders, which is insane in this matchup. It is slow, but it also just finds some solid hate cards. And yeah, that seems fine. Now we wait for the opponent to decide their hand and such. Where are we? Where's Blue Black Shadow? I could never find this deck on the list because it used to be. I started this list before Shadow caught on, so by the time I played against the first deck, it was like pretty far down on the list. There it is. Yeah, it's already got 4 matches now. Man, this hand sucks against Thoughtseize decks, but Plow Double Wasteland, Stoneforge Vial, put him mulligan to 6, I'll keep. Mulliganing also sucks against Thoughtseize decks, notably, so. Which stock should I invest in? Invest in... I don't know. I couldn't even think of a joke to make there. Sure, daze that vial. Play Wasteland plus the second vial. Invest in Bing. Invest in card stock. Don't invest in Wizards card stock. Say something good. I don't have anything good to say. Put me on the spot like that. Sure, brainstorm that. That's fine. You're no fun. I'm bad. I'm sorry. I didn't have a funny stock thing to think of. Invest in Amazon. Amazon's... Oh, wow. My opponent doesn't have a land deal. Also deal. Rip opponent. Jesus, rip opponent. They're just literally dead the following turn with Stoneforge for Sword of Fire and Ice. And 3 shares of Amazon, bought them at $7.50. Jeez. Yeah, opponent is actually stone dead. Mold a 6 1-lander, brainstorm locked. Them's the breaks. That's for sure. 4, 10, I don't know, 7 and 3 in games, 3 and 4 in matches. Definitely a good matchup. Definitely like a lot harder to navigate post board, but opponent just like rolled a 6, kept a risky hand that did not get paid off. Remember, kids, Wasteland creates fun and interactive games of Magic. Yeah, for sure. Wasteland is the most fun and interactive card in all of Magic. Maybe Strip Mine is more fun. Playing another. No, we're not playing another. We are gonna go eat dinner. I am hungry. More interactive than 12. Yeah, this deck is definitely more interactive than 12 post. Ooh, what are these? Oh yeah, these player rewards packs. Alright, let's jam some player rewards packs. These things like sell for pennies, so I usually just open them. Whereas you can just like sell chests. These things are not very useful to sell. We'll open some whatever these things just open into like promos, right? Yeah, everything seems. I think everything's updated. All right. I'm sorry, Plaudian. Hopefully someone else is streaming. I'm gonna look at someone. Open all of them. Yeah, we'll open them one at a time. We gotta take it easy. I was gonna find someone streaming something cool. Jarvis, you streaming? Someone's streaming Legacy Grixis Delver, and someone's streaming Ugin in all formats, first Legacy League ever. Oh, maybe we'll host that guy. Anyway, open one at a time. Vampiric Tutor. I don't know how much any of these cards are worth. Decks and Decks for the win. Oh, he just went live? MTG Streams hasn't caught him yet. Let me. Oh, yeah, he was going to stream 5-color humans. I remember that. He is. I do see that he is live now. Oh, his title might not catch people. Because his title doesn't say Legacy anywhere in it, so it might not catch MTG streams. But yeah, I'll go host him. What are we? We're not EMA. We're like that. This old one, whatever it is. Vampiric Tutors are pennies. Actual pennies. Nice. No, they actually get bought. Oh, wait, VI. Isn't that what this is? Isn't this VI? Can't see what this... whatever, I don't care how much this sells for. Some of these other two. Path to Exile. It's like my 6th Path to Exile. And a... Oh, there's that Pauper guy. Oh, VI is Visions. That makes sense. Well, VI ones look like they sell for almost a tick, so... Sick deals. Anyway. That is gonna be it for me today. Let's go host Phil. Phil Gallagher, for if someone in the chat somehow does not know Phil Gallagher. He is the owner, runner, whatever, of Thraben University. One of the biggest, probably the biggest content provider of Legacy Death and Taxes stuff that I know. So go check him out if you haven't already. We're going to host him in a second. Anyway, if you enjoyed the stream today, you want to see more Death and Taxes stuff, we play all Death and Taxes stuff all the time on this channel. So you can follow, subscribe, or donate if you want to support the stream. Following costs you totally nothing, helps know when I'm going live. Subscriptions get you a sweet dolly emote, some Thraben-themed sub-badges, and donations. I'd be more than happy to take a spin with a list that you want to see streamed through a league. Just let me know beforehand. Other than that, you can subscribe to YouTube or follow me on Twitter. Both links are down below. YouTube, I always post the streams if they're done live, so if you miss a stream or you just want to consume more content when I'm not live, you can go there. And Twitter, I just post when I'm going live and stuff if you want notifications. Anyway, that's going to be it for the stream. We're going to go host Phil here. Have a nice night, everybody. Have fun. I'll see you guys all tomorrow with whatever I do on Tuesdays. Tuesdays is kind of a random day. And see you guys later.